Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler of Inspiring Inking, and today's Tuesday, the 18th of June, 2024. If you are here watching live, can you do me a sound and light check, please? And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to do that. 20 minutes or so, probably, of chatting. And then I've got well, it might be less than that actually, because I've got two kits to show you and a new bag. So lots of things to talk to you about today. So let me know when you arrive. I'm just checking all of my things. I'm just if you've been here a while, you will know that occasionally I have a few issues with my Wi-Fi. But I am hopeful that everything is steady and good. I will give you an update because exciting things are going to be happening fairly imminently. Let me just see. So looks like my speed is all good. Just done my speed check. Yeah, that's all good. Awesome. Yeah, it's looking okay. Awesome, brilliant. Thank you, Chris. Chris has checked on Facebook and on YouTube. Brilliant. Thank you very much. And I've currently got the weird Wi-Fi thing going on again. Oh. Okay. Hang on. It should settle out. Yeah, now not clear. Yeah, okay. I know why that is. Because the speed test was running. It's okay. It stopped now. So let's just give me a second because I don't understand why that's doing that. Okay, right, we should be good. Okay. Okay. Hooray! So Chris is here, Lorraine's here, Ali's here, Elizabeth's here, and Michelle's here. Awesome. So that's that's a really good start. Okay, so that glitch was my fault because I thought the speed test had finished running before I went live and it hadn't. So it was busy. It was, yeah. Anyway, the BT engineers have finished digging up the road. Well, yeah, the road and the pavement. I've now got conduit to the house. There's no fiber to the house. It's different. It's just a cable with a hole in it to put the fiber in. And literally, as I was coming upstairs, my phone went and there was a message to say, instead of coming to fit it in July, the engineer's coming tomorrow. So I may have fiber by tomorrow. I shall wait and see and not pass judgment about that, but we will see. It's kind of entertaining. This journey I am on with getting fiber. But I did chat to my neighbours because I was saying, do you know what's happening with all the pathways being dug up? And I went, it was me. It was me. But But in the big scheme of things, now the whole street actually can have fibre if they want it, which I think is a really good thing. But we'll see. We'll see. What a time to be alive, said Ali. Exactly. So how are we? How are we doing? Did we have a good weekend? We did a lot of stuff at the weekend. Sunday was always going to kind of be a bit of a weird day for Brian and I, because obviously Brian's a dad, but this is the first Father's Day obviously we've had without the dads. So it's kind of a bit weird. For those of you that have lost a parent, or lost any loved one, you'll know exactly what I mean. Some days are more tough than other days. So Sunday was a bit tough. But we went for a walk down the beach, and it made me laugh because my dad loves the sea. He was in the Merchant Navy. He and Mum, when they retired, moved to be like a 5-minute walk from the beach. And just the sea was in his veins, and it was so squally and windy down at the beach, and he would have loved it. The waves were crashing and the wind was howling, and it was a very fitting day actually. But we had ice cream because it's freezing cold, you need your woolly hat on, but you go to the beach, you eat ice cream. Why would you not eat ice cream? So here you go. Favorite ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream? I love most ice cream. I don't like there were weird flavors at the ice cream shack. It was like bubble gum, which was blue, which looked really weird. I actually had salted caramel and blackcurrant and clotted cream ice cream. I don't know that I've got a favorite actually. Choc mint chip, maybe. If we're talking about like iced desserts, lemon sorbet and mango sorbet have got to be up there fairly high. Not really a fan of chocolate ice cream. That's probably going to upset everybody. I love chocolate. But yeah, not sure. Hi, Rob. Rob's saying Neapolitan. Oh, Chris. That sounds exciting. So Chris went to the quilt show at Kempton Park Racecourse on Friday. Beautiful work there she saw, and brought some Christmas fabric to try a couple of ideas for cards. Awesome. You have to share in the Inspiring Inking crafting corner. Hang on, let me find my thing. There. No, not that. That's not what I meant. That's what I meant. That's a shame that R is just down there. Hang on, let me see if I can edit it. Let's just get rid of the HTTPS bit, and then it should all fit. Save, show. Yay! See, then it's see, technology. 3 clicks and it was done. So it's Facebook group. If you've not joined, it's called Inspiring Inking Crafting Corner. We talk about all crafts there. So we have sewers and knitters and crocheters and card makers and paper crafters, and we've had cakes. People do amazing decorating of cakes. So come and hang out with us. There are 2 or 3 questions I think that you have to answer to gain admittance. This is purely to stop the spammy bot people. They're not people, are they? But you know what I mean. To stop them getting in. So absolutely come and join us there. So let me see. Let me take that off. Elizabeth doesn't like chocolate ice cream either. Lorraine saying she's with me. Yeah, definitely. Rob, definitely that's Neapolitan. A third chocolate, a third strawberry, and a third vanilla. Ali does not like mint choc chip. Tiramisu ice cream, Daphne. Oh, that's got to be an interesting flavor. Coffee and liqueur. Oh, yummy. Hi, Mum. Pauline's here. And hello, Donna. Australia is in the house. Awesome. So, in case you've just joined us, I'm asking what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? And I've said mint choc chip. It's funny. It's funny. Although, actually, I made my daughter Kim is dairy free. She can't have any dairy. So ice cream is obviously tricky. But I've got an ice cream recipe using coconut milk and coconut cream. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. It's really good. The problem is it sets really hard. You like need an ice pick to kind of get it out. But if you remember to take it out like 10 minutes before you need it, then it's perfect and you can scoop it. But who does that? It's like, I want ice cream. I need ice cream now. So my husband, Brian, has got a patented method of getting ice cream out of the ice cream tub when it's hard. He uses a fork. And seriously, it really works. So if you are ever at that point when you need ice cream and you need an ice pick to kind of chisel it off, try using a fork. It works. It's very impressive. Donna, rum and raisin. Yeah, I like rum and raisin. Although I think it was down by us where we normally go for ice cream. They had a rum and raisin one, and obviously somebody had just gone really heavy with the rum. And I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of rum, but it just overpowered everything. It was just really strong. Wasn't my favorite. But talking about the ice cream shop that we go to, so my little dog Kiva, who we lost a couple of years ago now, used to love ice cream. So and for those of you that know dogs, they're not really supposed to have dairy. Not really supposed to, eat ice cream. She adored ice cream. So when we would walk down the beach, because in the summertime, she was always on a lead. But in the wintertime, we would walk and you could see her and she would divert into the walkway where the ice cream shop was. And if she was on the lead, she would drag you into the ice cream shop. So we used to have to encourage her to come out so we could go for a longer walk and then come back. But she always remembered on the way back going in for ice cream. Oh, honeycomb ice cream, says Donna. And Cherry says Janet. Janet says, sorry, Janet. Janet says cherry. I've never had cherry ice cream. That's really interesting. I'm going to have to make that now. And raspberry ripple. How did I forget about raspberry ripple? Goodness me, it's amazing. So there we go. Right, we've got very diverted by ice cream, but that's okay. That's okay. Apparently, the summer is on its way for the rest of the UK. So hopefully, it will be ice cream weather everywhere soon. Although I'm sat here with a cup of tea. Right. So, what have I got to tell you today? Stamping Up Wise still got the sale on bundles. So that is bundles with stamps and dies. And the big cut and emboss machine and the little cut and emboss machine, they've all got 10% extra off. Get your orders in. I know there are some bundles that have gone out of stock already. So I am really sorry if your favorite bundle isn't available. As you know, I always say, make sure you get your order in straight away. Because it's just the way it goes. If you think, oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow, and then you can't because it's gone. So obviously the bundles will be back in stock, but by the time they come back into stock, the promotion might have finished, which is a bit annoying. I know. Oh, Elizabeth says she always has cherry ice cream on holiday. You see, I can't believe I've not had cherry ice cream. It's just really odd. Do you mean so just because I need to know the answer to this. So do you mean like a black cherry ripple type ice cream, which I probably have had, or do you mean like a fresh red cherries? Let me know. Ali says she doesn't like raspberry ripple either. So Ali, what flavor do you like then? Or do you not like ice cream? Because there are people out there that don't like ice cream. I think that's very strange. But there are people out there that like ice cream. And actually, I prefer my ice cream with cream on the top. Never tried it. It's really cool. So those of you that are my age may remember, and I think they still do them now. We used to have I wonder whether Mum will remember. We used to have something, I think it was called Ice Magic. And it was like a syrup that you put over the top of the ice cream, but it went hard. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? But yeah, if you pour double cream over the top of ice cream, or better still, clotted cream on the top. I mean, the pouring cream goes hard. It's really cool. Freezes. Ooh. Ali says she likes vanilla. Yeah, we're going to have to find you different flavor, Alison. Unless, of course, it's clotted cream vanilla. Then that's really good. Hi, Margaret. You're never too late. You're always on time. Oh, so Elizabeth's saying both kinds of cherry and sometimes sour cherry. See, I love sour cherry flavors. And Donna's going, it's good to pour cream on the top if you like chocolate ice cream. Awesome. Okay, right. I've got to stop getting distracted about ice cream. So I've told you about the bundles that are on sale. Next week, next Tuesday's craft along. I've emailed out all the cutting lists. The kits went in the post last week. I know they've arrived several places, so that's So that's really good. If you want to get craft along for next month, July, it is Christmas. And yeah, we're doing Christmas in July, which I'm a little bit excited about. And that's using brand new products that are going to be released at the beginning of July. So probably next week, where are we? The 18th, yeah, probably next week or maybe the week after, I'll show you the new stuff. Spaghetti ice cream, Janet? My mind is blown. What do you mean? That's just very confusing. So Ali's saying she likes vanilla with bits in it. Chocolate or honeycomb or that kind of stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth. Yes. So golden syrup goes chewy if you put it on top of ice cream. So that's really cool. So I'm guessing that nobody remembers the sauce that you used to put on your ice cream. If I remember it, I will tell you next week. It might not even exist anymore. But there you go. Okay, so I have a card to show you. This card came from the lovely Jackie. I've been it's been on my pile of things to show you for ages. It's really lovely. And this is the awesome sentiment set, which for the life of me, the name escapes me. But it's one of the online exclusives and it's really good. Oh, Chris is saying, don't forget the savory ice creams. Yeah, so I do like things like a tomato sorbet, that kind of thing. Palate cleansers, they're kind of good. I've had basil ice cream as well with strawberries. That was really nice. So there you go. Okay, so I've got some crafting to do, quick crafting. But first, I've got some kits to show you. Now, for those of you that have signed up for the scrapbooking workshop, I've actually got one of the journals to show you. So, if you've missed me talking about this over the past few weeks, where have you been? How have you missed it? I'm running a scrapbooking workshop. It's 3 separate classes. 2 are creative classes. You can join from anywhere in the world, basically, because what I'm doing is I can give you a cutting list, so you can just have the classes and the PDFs. Or if you're in the UK, you can join and have kits for the 2 creative classes. One of those kits is actually a kit. I don't know which one it is. Hang on. Which is this one. I'll get it out of the box. So I'm going to show it to you up close and personal. This is the size of the journal. It's huge. It's beautifully made. Love it. So I'm going to show you that. But that's one of the classes. Now, although it's a Stampin' Up kit, so it comes with instructions and everything else. In the class, what I'm actually going to do is go through all kinds of different additional things and talk you through extending it and doing all sorts of different things that you can do. So that's one of the classes. The second class, we are making 3 different mini books. So a lot of people that are doing the class are either new to scrapbooking or haven't done scrapbooking for a while and are kind of dipping their toe in the water. So journals, mini books, smaller sizes are great to get started because they're completed quickly. They make great gifts. And you can work on a specific topic or event. And it's something that you can, yeah, it's quickly completed. I said that already, but that's it. That to me is the bonus. And you can't get in your own way too much. Sometimes when we're crafting, we think too much. Does anyone else have that problem? We think too much, and we end up getting in our own way. So this is just a great way of dipping our toe in the water. Over the coming months, you will see me offer more and more of this type of class. Stampin' Up will be offering kits and all kinds of stuff, different types of papers. It's really exciting, the stuff that's coming. So if you're tempted, head or no, probably what's the best way? The best way, if you want to do the class, is email me. I've got like a Google Sheet sign up. It's easiest if you email me, amanda@inspiringinking.com, and I will send you the link and all of the details. But like I said, if you're in the UK, you can do the full class with all the kits, or one of the kits if you want to. You don't have to do all of them. But there is a global PDF version and the lives, obviously, if it works with your time zone. But you can watch the replays. So you get all the replays, all the PDFs, regardless of which bit of it you sign up for. So let's see. Ice Magic, says Michelle. Yes, Ice Magic. Yep. It's Ice Magic. That's the random chocolate cracking stuff that we used to put on our ice cream. Okay. So Janet was talking about spaghetti ice cream. So it was an Italian ice cream parlor in Germany, and they made special ice creams for the kids, which was spaghetti ice, which was a bourbon vanilla ice cream for spaghetti strands, mixed fruit, and then coconut as Parmesan cheese. How cool is that? I love that. That's brilliant. Right. Okay, see, so we know all the things now. Right, so I'm going to switch the camera around and quickly show you these two kits. I'm not going to spend very much time on them. I'm not making anything today with the kits. I just want to show you, because I think sometimes I love the internet. I love shopping on the internet, but actually sometimes you look at it on the screen and you think, oh, I need a bit more information. So this is your bit more of information. So what I'm going to do is take that out. Okay. So the scrapbooking kit comes, the journal kit comes in a Stampin' Up box. Comes with a reel of tape. And it actually comes with 5 sheets. So these sheets are the 5 different languages. So there is French, German, Dutch, English. No, 4. Yeah. So that's the English one. And then it's repeated for the French, German, and Dutch. So that's that bit. This this weird thing actually came inside the journal to stop it from getting damaged, which is very cool. There are instructions, but like I said, when if you do this kit with me as part of the class, we'll be doing things slightly differently. But the colors are Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, and Wild Wheat. And then, so these are stickers, by the way. Sorry, these are cardstock stickers. So they're sticky and card. That's so funny. Then you've got stripes. You've got alphabets. So 1, 2, 3 alphabets. You've got number sheets, embellishments. You've got, I don't know if you can see that, little tags. You've got frames that, oh, honestly, this is so cool. Frames that are going to go over your photos like a Polaroid thing. You've got more sticker sheets. You've got these little note pages. More stickers as well. And then you've got these, which are little pockets. So these bits get stuck in like that and like that. So you make little pockets. And then you've got the album itself. Now it's a nice, sturdy, thick card. It's pulled together with elastic. So you've actually got 4 sheets and kind of 2 strands of elastic. And then these pages, you kind of slot in, but you've got fold out pages. You've got pockets. It's just really, really cool. I was going to say, I've got a ruler up here, but I don't know where my ruler is. But it's about 9 inches by 5 3/4, I think. So really, really lovely. So that's one kit. So that's the travel journal kit. So you can buy this right now. It's called the Scenic Route Travel Journal Kit. I think it's £22, 21, £22. But if you're thinking about buying it, book onto my scrapbooking class because this is included. And then the second kit, which actually I haven't even opened until this minute, is called the Expressions of Kindness. Now, this is stunning. So let's go through this. Let's start out with the envelopes. How beautiful are they? These ones are decorated on the back as well. Now, the more frugal amongst you will be chopping these envelopes up and using them as layers and things on your cards. And this one's really pretty, and it goes around to the back a little bit as well. So you make 8 cards. So they're the envelopes. You've got a little Blackberry Bliss stamping spot. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Let me undo that. Ugh. You've got some lovely white woven trim. It's got like a zigzag on it. Of course, you've got your instructions. You've then got, so it's got gold foiling with it. So you've got these little sentiment labels with gold foiling on. You've got beautiful die cut pieces. There is so much texture on these. Let me just, the detail is amazing. Look at that. You've got shading and you've got really delicate cutting. Really beautiful. So you've got those. You've also got these beautiful gold leaves. The stamp set is just a note, wishing you the happiest birthdays, and then kindly deliver to, which I think is really nice to go on your envelope. Then you've got this little fluffy bit. That is a technical term. It's the fluffy bit to go with the thistles. And then like a little cross hatch. Because it's a stamping kit, you also get one of the really cool acrylic blocks. You've got some shimmery gems, double-sided glue dots, dimensional pads, and then the cards themselves. So you've got 4 of 1 design, which is that design. But again, it goes over the back as well. So you could easily double your cards that you make by using the backs as well. And then you've got this one. So let me just grab the instructions and see if I can show you the completed cards. So that's one of them. So you overstamp that fluffy bit onto the cards. So it's really cool. We've got like a watercolor wash. And then you've got this one, which has got all of the layers. There you go. All of the layers on it. It's really cool. So it is a beautiful, beautiful set. So what's it called? It's called Expressions of Kindness. So I have to say, when I saw the name of it, I thought it was a thank you card set, but it's not. It's just a note and happiest birthday. So that's really cool. So 2 kits. Really lovely. Now, I'm going to look at some new papers. So let me just get my instructions. Margaret's saying it's a lovely kit. She's tempted. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy sitting and making that. So this is the papers that I'm using today. So it's called Country Lace, and it's part of the Country Woods like mega suite. It's on page 50, and it's a mega suite because it's got stamp sets and dies, 2 of them. It's got 2 paper packs, ribbon, an embossing folder, and I actually haven't bought that embossing folder yet, but never fear, it is on my list. It's coming in my next order. And some smoky slate, basic grain smoky slate pearls. Now, we will be using these papers in one of the mini books in the scrapbooking class. Let me show you the papers. And let me just grab that out of the way. So what are the colors? There's only 4 colors in this, I think. It is basic beige, misty moonlight, petal pink, and smoky slate. So that's one pattern. You've got little tiny polka dots. This is the one I'm using today, and I don't know if you can actually see this. So this is basic beige. When you look at it, it's got a very slight green tint to it. It's not, I don't know how to describe it really, but it's got this beautiful lace, like eyelet pattern on it, and it's got smoky slate on the back. But like I said, I'm using that for the project. We've got like a textured, and I love this one, sort of another eyelet pattern. We've got stripes with a really soft eyelet pattern, and then beautiful pink, and the reverse of that is sort of the denim-y colour. Lorraine, the closing date is a week on Friday, 21st. I haven't announced the closing date yet, but that is the closing date because I've got to order all the stuff. Although, yeah, 21st, I think. Oh, that's this Friday. Oh, no, maybe it's next Friday. 28th, next Friday, I think. Oops. Yeah. I'll double check. And then you've got this one, and it's the same pattern as the pink, but in the smoky slate. It's really, really cool. So yeah, one of the albums will be using this. So let's see. So what we're going to make today is a bag, and this bag is a bag that I made. It must be 15 years ago at a local craft store that I used to demonstrate at over in Chichester. And it was it was one of the crafters' favorite bags because they could make it with the stuff that they had at home. So I hope that you will like this. So I've got some ribbon. I've got a plate. Now, you can use whatever size plate you want. My plate is 8.5 inches. I would say you can go bigger than that, but you are restricted to the size of your paper. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to take your paper or make a template first, and I'll show you my template in a second. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop your plate down and draw around it. Now, what you need is to have a flat bit, because the flat piece is going to be the base of your bag. And you need to measure it so that, and I'm looking for my ruler. I don't have a ruler, so I'll have to use some grid paper. Ooh. There we go. I'll make a ruler out of my grid paper. What you need is the base needs to be approximately 6 inches. It can be a little bit less than 6 inches, but it needs to be around 6 inches. Okay, so there we go. So I've made a ruler. So from where the point actually stops, here and here, you want that to be approximately 6 inches. So the way I do it is I put my ruler here, and then I bring my plate down so that I can see that it lines up on the 0 and the 6. Does that make sense? So if I pull that out now, from here to here is 6 inches. Are we good? Hopefully that makes sense. I've got a little fly buzzing around me now. Okay. So once you have drawn that drawn that onto a piece of card, you will end up with a piece of card that looks like this. Ignore the hole at the top at the moment. So this is what we're going to use as our template. So I've just written the information here. So the plate needs to be 8.5 to 9 inches. And the base needs to be 6 inches-ish. And it needs to be over 6 inches, not under 6 inches. Okay? So that bit, so the measurement from there to there should be 6 inches or a little bit more. And mine is 6 1/8. Okay? So we are going to cut 2 of these. Now, I don't know whether I will be able to get 2 out of 1 sheet. I didn't even think about that. No, I won't. So we are going to cut round that. And then I'm going to cut round a second one. Okay. Now, the awesomeness about this is you can actually make it whatever size you want to. And I'm going to show you with the base of the bag in a minute. I'm actually going to show you how you can figure out what size you need. And then you'll be able to make it in lots of different sizes. So whenever I make anything, I always like to be able to make a smaller version and a bigger version. Because if you're going to make something one size, why are you not going to make it in all the sizes? So you've got 2 pieces. Then we've got to make a base for a bag. Now, for this size, 6 inches at the base, this is the size of cardstock you need. So it is, trim this the wrong way. It is 11 1/4 by 7.5. And you are going to score it on all 4 sides at 2.5 inches. Now this gives you a bag or a base of a bag that is 2.5 inches tall on the sides, 2.5 inches wide at the base, and it has a length of 6 inches. So basically, the way I've made that measurement is this piece is 6 inches, and that piece is 2.5, and that piece is 2.5. And then the middle section is 2.5, and then this section is 2.5. So this is how I've worked it out. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Hang on. Hang on. Did I measure that wrong? This is what happens. I did. I measured it wrong. I measured it wrong. So it's 11 inches. Oh dear. Let's try that again. Let me take 1/4 inch off that edge. It's 11 inches. You see, I'm teaching you how to do the maths, and my maths is wrong. Try that again. Okay. So, whatever your width of bag is, so 6 inches, you then add 2.5 for each side. So if this bag, if you're making a smaller bag and it's 4 inches wide, it will be 4 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. If this is 8, it'll be 8 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. You won't be able to do that with a standard sheet of cardstock because that's 13 inches. So potentially the biggest bag that you'll get to is 7, a width of 7. And then it's always 7.5 because you've got 3 pieces that are 2.5. Am I rambling? Am I making sense? Please let me know. Oh dear. I'm probably rambling. Yeah. Okay, Ali. What I will make sure to do is when I put the measurements back up on my blog and down there on YouTube and Facebook, when the measurements come up, it will say it again. Yeah, I had done my own mismeasurement. Thanks, Donna. I just think it's really important that you can do your working out so you can resize things, because you don't always want a bag or a box the size that whoever designed it has made it. So all I've done is I've cut my corners, and because it's 2.5 inches, on all 4 sides, it will just easily fold in like so. Okay. So we've got a really cool base now. It's good to make the bag nice and sturdy. So now what we're going to do is get our 2 pieces and make a hole. Now, as you can see from my template, that is absolutely not central. So, against my better judgment, I'm actually going to work out where the center of this is, because I don't want it off center. So I'm using the modern oval punch, and I'm putting it in There we go. Now, it's actually quite a nice size, but I'm going to make it a tiny bit bigger by putting the punch in again and sliding it across to the side, both ways a little bit. I just made it slightly bigger so I can easily get my hand in. And then all we are going to do is attach these to this side. Now, I've made this with patterned paper because it's pretty. You could absolutely use cardstock or foiled card. You could stamp it. There are so many different things that you could do to decorate this. And to be honest, it is very much going to depend on what you're going to put in it. So if you're going to put something heavy in it, then I would probably use cardstock. But this is actually, this size is quite substantial. You can get a lot of stuff in here. Now, let me just lift that. You want to make sure that the paper goes right to the base. Like so. And then what we're going to do is use some of the basic beige ribbon, because that is the ribbon that coordinates. And I've used, I didn't say this, but I've used smoky slate cardstock on the inside. Just trim that. And then by tying the handles together, you're actually kind of disguising what's inside. And a little bit of ribbon never hurt anybody. There we go. And then I shall pop a little tag on there as well. What I will do is I'll stamp on it though. Not now, but later, before I put a picture up. But there you've got a circle bag. So to try and unconfuse everybody with my math, let's go again, shall we? So this bag, actually I'll measure it and tell you how tall it is. Ooh. There's my ruler. Ooh. It's ended up being it's about 7 3/4 inches tall. Well, 7.5. Okay, so the plate, so this plate is 8.5 inches, but you can have anything up to sort of about 9 inches for this size. And then your base box, so this inside piece, what you want is whatever the width of your box is. So this base piece is 6 inches. My two sides, I want them to be 2.5 inches. So when I add this together, 2.5 plus 6 is 8.5, 9, 10, 11. So that gives me a width of 11 inches. Then this height is 2.5. The width is 2.5. And this height is 2.5. So 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So it's 7.5 inches. If my bag was going to be 4 inches wide, and I did 2.5 and 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5, exactly the same, but the width of the bag is smaller because I've used a smaller plate. It would be 9 inches, so 2.5 plus 4, 6.5, plus 2.5 is 9 by 7.5. So that is how you work it. You work it out. And if you're a centimeters person, you can just obviously the maths all works the same. You just need to know what you're working with. But you need to have a sensible base on it. And 2.5 inches is a good depth. Because if you look here, look, it gives that a really nice curve for that height. If you go taller, you might need to consider making that bit taller as well. But yeah, Donna, it's such a quick and simple bag. Absolutely. It really, really is. And it's one of those that you can have them ready, but not assembled. So you can do all the cutting and scoring and just have them sort of in an envelope or a plastic wallet, something like that, ready for when you need them. Okay, well, that is everything for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back here next week at the same time, 2 o'clock, and I will look forward to seeing you then. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.